Alrighty, so since it's school holidays, I thought I may as well get back into doing a bit of cutting and polishing, considering I'm running out of cabs and need some new ones. So I'm going to start off with this piece of opal here. This came from Justin from Black Opal Direct, and I actually won it in a giveaway, so bring you guys along and show you how I do it all. So what we've got here is a really nice piece of black opal from Lightning Ridge. I won it as a rub, which basically means that it's almost done. It just needs some final sanding and polishing. So that's what I'm going to be doing today and finish that one off. See how it goes. Alright, so this is a stone here. It's a little distorted just because the green's really bright flashes and got really good blue through it. But just needs a little bit of final polishing and it will be done. I'm going to keep roughly the same shape. Might decide on that while I'm cutting, but finish off the back, finish off the front, see how it goes. So after about 10-15 minutes on the wheels and sanding and polishing, finished it up. This is the end result. It's ended up being about a 6.9 carat, really nice green and blue on black opal. Really happy with it. Given it took not as long as I was expecting, I'm going to be cutting a few more, so I'll show you the path for those, but until then, enjoy this one. Really nice stone. Are looking for any opal jewellery, rough or cut opals, definitely head over to Black Opal Direct. Justin, the gentleman who runs that company, is fantastic, does a really good job of his opals, been doing it for quite a while, and really knows what he's doing. So if you want something, go over and have a look at his stuff, really quite good. If you guys are looking for any cut stones, rough stones, crystals, faceted stones, anything like that, let me know. I will have my link to my shop just above or below wherever I go with that one, or just send me a message if you're looking for anything in particular. I can usually help out with most stones, but since I've got a bit of time up my sleeve, I'm going to try and finish these ones off. So what I've got here is some Tiger's Eye from Australia. So I've got a piece of blue and green and yellow, and then just a piece of blue and yellow. See how they go out. Nearly just got them all shaped up, ready to do the cuts. Another one here is a piece of blue lace agate from Namibia, and that one should turn out really quite nice. I've done a couple of pieces of it so far and really happy with the result, so we'll see how that goes. And the final one is this piece of Brazilian agate. Now you see I've already started to shape this one, doing the coarse grinding on it to get the right shape and everything, and then I'll move on to the sanding and polishing in the end. And yeah, see how it goes. Alright, so I'm out here in my cutting workshop, really quite filthy because I just haven't been able to clean it up for a while, haven't been using it for quite a while, so it'd be good to get back into it, give it a nice clean up. Only problem with cutting Boulder opal is that you end up with this brown sludge everywhere and all over yourself and all over the machinery, so that'll be another day's project. Gonna start off with cutting this one here, finishing it off, getting it all nicely shaped, sanded and polished. So see how that one goes. Alrighty, so that one's all done on the grinder. I've got the rough shape I want to get it to. So next I'm going to move on to my next grinding to remove some of the scratches and maybe just refine the shape a little bit more. Alrighty, so done the first lot of sanding, which was really quite difficult considering this is such a hard stone. I should have mentioned it earlier, this is a piece of Brazilian agate. And agate is quite a hard stone on the scale of hardness. And the scratches don't really come out that easily, so I have to spend a bit of time sanding. But the more time you spend sanding, the better the polish is going to end up being, so worth it in the end. Maybe you can see a little bit there of what the stone's going to look like in the end, but wait till you see what it'll actually look like. Alrighty, so nearly done with this one. I've just got to do the final polish on it, but overall I'm really happy with it. We'll see how it looks in the end. But just one more wheel to go on it and then it will be done. Take it off the dopstick and give the back a bit of a polish and it'll be all done. Alrighty, so the next stone that I'm going to be working on is this piece of Australian tiger's eye. It shows some really cool colours. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out because I haven't cut this material that I got this piece out of yet, but hopefully it's all good and get a really nice stone out of it. Let's go. So I've just gone through and given it its shaping and its first lot of sanding, and my first problem was that I forgot that this is such a softer stone compared to the Brazilian agate, so I took a little bit too much off the top. Hopefully I can pull it back together and get a good result in the end. What a stone! It's not even had its polish yet, and it's fantastic. I'm really happy with how this one's turning out so far. Really nice colour. So once I give this a final polish, it'll be all done, and it's the same as the Brazilian agate. Give the back a bit of a clean up, then we'll have a completed stone. Awesome. Thought I'd continue the trend of some tiger's eye and see how this piece goes. This one I'm not too sure about. It's very fibrous, so I'm going to be using plenty of water when I'm cutting this because tiger's eye is a form of solidified asbestos, and if the fibres get out, there's a chance of, you know, inhaling it, but it's not really that common, but always take the safety precautions you can. Oh, that piece is a bust. It started flaking off in my fingers, and yeah, might have to just put that one into the pile of don't touch for a while and see what happens in the future, but I think it's a bust. Which is a shame because it's got some really nice colouring through it, but win some, you lose some with this. Then move on to this piece of blue lace agate from Namibia, and let's get it done. I'm really happy with how the other stuff turned out, and this shouldn't be any different. Let's go. Alright, and they're all done. Overall, I'm pretty happy with them all. I mean, they turned out what I was hoping they would, and yeah, so all done. Nice piece of Brazilian agate. Blue lace agate there, all done up. There we go. Tiger's eye turned out really nice, which was great. And finally the opal. I'm really happy with it, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.